Hello. Yes, it's recording. Hi. Boo! I am Josh Foo. This is my first video on this channel. I actually have another channel with a bunch of videos with a lot of weird things and funny things if you ever get bored and you want to check it out. That channel is www.youtube.com/somedays_hero. Anyway, I actually just did a whole video about what I was going to talk about and it messed up. So here I go again. Long story short, I am going to talk about cheating today in gay relationships. Actually, in relationships in general. I think that's fair. I am gay. I'm a homosexual. Oh no. Anyway, I was dating someone for about a year. We actually just broke up last night. And I loved him very much. And I know he did love me too. I think that he just had some compulsions he couldn't resist and whatnot. But in the beginning of a relationship, I told him that what I look for is a monogamous, committed relationship. Like, I don't care about how much money you make, what car you drive, any of that stuff. It's just, I'm looking for someone that would be committed to me and I could trust, and everything. And in the beginning, that's what he said. He's like, that's what I want too, and everything. And I think part of him really did want that. But as we, started going on, like, I kept having weird feelings, and I ended up finding out he was online, and then we had to talk about that, and he got off online, and, he said he didn't sleep with anyone or hook up and whatnot, and I cried, whatever, he cried. And then, it just kept happening, whether it's Facebooking guys or, it's just like he couldn't stop. He had this, like, compulsion to do it, I feel, and, he ended up having unprotected sex with some guys. It's a couple, actually, that were in an open relationship. He started, having sex with them behind my back. I had no idea, and the thing is that the people he's having sex with, I considered to be friends. And I knew them and everything, and, no one told me that it was going on. And everything, and after our breakup, one of them wrote me and said some really mean things, and was like, well, he's like, saying you're it doesn't matter, but they're saying some really hurtful things, and, they asked me to take photos for them, and they, asked me to make a logo for their business, and do all these things, and I was like happy to do it. I even, asked to do, I'll do it for free and everything, and the whole time, like, these guys are fucking behind my back. Excuse my language, sorry. I'm still kind of getting over these feelings, so it's kind of why I'm doing these videos. So feel free to not listen, and whatnot. But anyway, it hurt a lot because, one night I had the weirdest feeling that, he hooked up, and I didn't really mention it, but, he comes, on the phone, talks to me, and he's like, I love you, and how's your day, and everything, and, like, we talked every night because he lived about 2 hours away, and, it's hard to hear that someone loves you, it's hard to feel like that's real now, knowing that whole time he's having sex with other people and stuff, unprotected sex, by the way. And I think that's a really dangerous thing to do. I think that if you're at a point where you don't know what you want in a relationship, or you want to just have sex with other people, or you want an open relationship and your partner or boyfriend doesn't want that and whatnot, just tell them. I think it's better to be open and honest with them and let them know instead of cheating behind their backs. It's very hurtful, and it's just not a very respectful thing to do. So I think it's really important to communicate. I felt like I communicated my end of it and what I was looking for, and, I always got like, yeah, me too, and I'm trying, and, there's a lot of red flags there I should have definitely taken into consideration, but I didn't really want to believe it, to be honest, because I was happy. I hadn't been happy like that, I've never said I love you to somebody that I was in a relationship with and stuff. So, but anyway, when it comes to open relationships, I personally am not for them. I'm a monogamous type of person, and that's what suits me. It might have to do with, like, the fact my dad cheated on my mom growing up, things like that, and I have a hard time imagining sharing someone else, or them, being with somebody else when I'm with them. I just have a hard time with that. And yeah, but I have friends in open relationships. I think that if it works for you, that's fine. I'm sure you guys probably communicate at least, hopefully. Excuse me. And see like what you two want and what you're happy about. By the way, I have a really nasty mustache that I need to shave off. So pretend that's not there right now. Anyway, the other thing too, it's like I was really happy when I met him because all the things he was saying, I thought, oh, this is perfect. This is what I was looking for. I was really excited about it, and I try to be really supportive all the time and help him out, and do all these things. I drive down there, and and he'd come here and stuff, and I think that he personally struggled with the thought of being with someone for a long time. I know that's what he wanted, but I think he started to freak out. And like I said, the important thing to do is just tell the other person before you go and make rash decisions. And the other thing too is we dated for about a year. Our anniversary was going to be February, and also my birthday, things like that. And him and I actually didn't have a physical relationship because he told me, he's like, Josh, I've never met anyone like you, and I want to have like a special moment with you. He said every relationship he's been in was either a hookup, and then they started seeing each other, or they had sex right away and things didn't work out. He's like, I want to have a special moment with you, and I want it to be a special thing, and he asked, will you wait? And I said, yeah, because I was in love with his heart. I loved him, like I didn't care about. Sometimes it's hard, definitely. I mean, he'd stay the night, and it's like, ugh, it's not difficult. But it was. I did what I felt like. I respected that. That's what he wanted, even though it was hard for me. But knowing that, his views on that are different. Like he was like, Josh, I love you, and I love you very much. He's like, but sex is just sex, so it's not really anything. I was like, no, that's not. To me, that's not how it works. I'm like, I can't have you sleeping around with a bunch of different people, and then you're like, you don't even sleep with me. And to me, sex is a very intimate thing. I think that it's something that kind of bonds people together in a way, especially like within a relationship and stuff. Like that's another personal opinion of mine. And I don't want to be in a relationship where they're going out and having sex with all these people, and then they come back home to me, especially when he's doing it unprotected. You don't know if he can get an STD or things like that, and that's why it's so important to communicate. Also get tested. That's a very good thing to do too, and whatnot. But I don't really know where I'm going with this. I'm just kind of venting right now, and I apologize. But when it comes down to it, I have realized that the best thing to do is concentrate on myself and become the person that I want to be. And also the person that I would like to be for someone else. And so I have some work to do. I'm still hurt by it. I have some trust issues even more now. After this, my last boyfriend cheated on me with a girl actually that I knew. And where I live, for some reason, a lot of people cheat on each other. I know it's not just the gay community. A lot of people do that in both communities, but I can only speak in the community that I'm kind of in or belong to. A lot of people tend to cheat, for various reasons, and a lot of people are not looking for a monogamous relationship, so I often feel very stranded and like I'm a freak or something, or a prude. But like I said, I'll find a person that will be right for me someday. And if you have been cheated on, or been in a similar situation or things like that, I just want to let you know that you still are a valued person, and that you do have a lot of potential. And there's a time where you have to actually learn to forgive the other person, even though it's really hard. Trust me, I know. But I've learned to hold hostility and anger inside of you will only become, this rooted thing that will bleed into other aspects of your life and bring you unhappiness. And so I think the best thing to do is love yourself and forgive the person that did those things to you in whatever process that you can. But more than anything, like, allow yourself to receive love allow yourself to be loved, and go and love others too. And that's kind of what I decided to do is, I'm going to take all the love that I wanted to give to somebody and all the love that I want to feel and take all of it and invest it in my friends, invest it in other people. And it's funny because last night I was actually praying, and which my religious views are different and whatnot, but I was praying, and I remember saying, like, yo, like, I'm really bummed out, and I was like, please bring opportunities across my way to help other people, and help me use a positive type of therapy to get over my issues and also help people. And I was outside, and there's a homeless guy that was standing out there actually, and it was so weird because it was like right after I did this, I went outside, and he was just standing there, and it's freezing cold. Last night it was freezing cold here, and and I was like, oh man, I got a blanket, so I went and grabbed a blanket. I didn't really have a whole lot of anything, but so I gave him a blanket, and he was really nice, and I ended up finding a scarf, and I had some shoes I've never worn, like Nike Dunks or something, I don't know, but so I gave those to him, and we ended up sitting down just having a good talk, and he ended up actually talking to me about relationships, because I told him, I had just gotten off the phone with my boyfriend, and he gave me all this advice and everything, and I think he turned 68. His birthday is January 30th. Mine's February 1st, and so we were talking about our birthdays and everything. It was just really a really cool thing to be able to talk with somebody like that, and we talked about each other's lives and things we've gone through and everything, and hopefully I'll see him again. I think someone's helping him get an apartment actually, which is really awesome. Someone offered to help pay rent for him and stuff, so you never know what gets brought your way, different forms of therapy and ways to forgive people, and also if you have cheated on someone and you feel really bad about it, same thing, go love people, go find a way to love yourself, and find the right relationship that works for you. Just be honest with whoever you're with, and don't lie to them, because that is not good. That'll never bring any good. Don't lie to people, just love people. So anyway, that's all I have to say. Thanks for listening. Sorry it's a long video, but if you want to respond in comments or video or whatnot, feel free to. My Facebook page is www.facebook.com/JoshFooLovesYou, one word. Feel free to add me. I'm a nice guy. I'll try to talk to whoever if I can. I work a lot, so I'll try. But if you're feeling down or whatever, feel free to message me if you have any questions or anything. So anyway, be well, love one another, treat each other kindly, and know that you are loved and that you are capable of receiving love. So, signing out, Josh Foo.